Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about long division. So we have this problem here, 4 into 480. So what we do is we say 5 into 4. We see that it can't. So we now have to look at 48. So we say 5 into 48. Then we get 9, right? And then we say 9 multiplied by 5. Then we get 45. And then we subtract. Then we say 48 minus 45. What we get is 3. And then we bring down the 0. Then we say 5 into 30. Then we get a 6. 6 multiplied by 5. Then we get a 30. Then we subtract again. Then we get a 0, 0. So when we get a 0, 0, it means that we are done with solving our problem. So the answer to this question will be 96. So let's go to the next problem. So here we have 6 into 96. So we say 6 into 9. We see that it's possible and it goes in one time. And then we say 1 multiplied by 6. We get a 6. Then we subtract. 9 minus 6, we get a 3. And then we bring down this value, which is a 6. Then we say 6 into 36, we get a 6 right here. And 6 multiplied by 6, then that's a 36. Then we subtract. And then we get a 0, 0. We see that we are now at 0, 0. So we have reached the end of our long division. Then, so the answer for this problem would be 16. Let's look at our third problem. So we have 4 into 126. So 4 into 1, we see that it can't. So we have to look at 12. So we say 4 into 12, we get a 3. 3 multiplied by 4, we get a 12. Then we subtract. Then here we get a 0. And then we bring down this value. And then we have an 8 here. 4 into 8, we get a 2. 2 multiplied by 4, we get an 8. So we reach a 0 here. So we are done. Our answer for this problem is 32. And then let's look at this value whereby we have a remainder. So we have 4 into 173. We say 4 into 1, we see that it doesn't go into 1. So we now have to look at 710. 4 into 17, we get a 4. 4 multiplied by 4, we get 16. Then we subtract this, then we get a 1 right here. Then we bring down the 3. Then 4 into 13, we get a 3. Then 3 multiplied by 4, we get a 12. Then we subtract this 2, then we get a 1. So if we say 4 into 1, we see that it can't. So what we now do, we just leave it as remainder 1. So our answer for this problem would be 43, remainder 1. So when we are left with a value here that is too small for our divisor to get into, then we just leave it as a remainder. Thank you so much for watching my video.